Shut up and sit down.
Hey, I'm Simon.
I'm Batman.
Hey, Batman.
I'm back.
Ah, yeah, it's been a while since we've seen you in these parts, Mr. Wayne.
I've got a new movie coming out. Well, it's an
Yes.
old movie, but, you know.
Are you ever going to have that movie coming out?
I'm not telling.
The Batman that seems to have been delayed forever.
Several things working on the horizon.
Yeah, when will we get to see your manly chin again?
No.
Okay, good.
There you go.
Awesome. And if you like our videos, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell thing. That would be very kind of you indeed. And as usual, we're surprising each other with trailers for movies that the other person has not yet seen, and gauging our silly reactions.
So what do we have next?
Well, next up, we have a movie that I cannot resist. I gotta say, I'm not the world's biggest fan of supernatural horror. I do really like horror movies, but I tend to prefer psychos with machetes and chainsaws and
Understandable.
that kind of a deal.
They're pretty Moorish.
Yeah, they are pretty Moorish. However, this movie stars one of my favourite actors from The Walking Dead, and the plot is just wacky enough that I may have to give it a shot. I know you're not exactly the world's biggest horror fan at all, so I'm wondering if this might be a step too far
Only
for
because
you.
I get really scared. Horror movies are fine. It's not like I've got anything against them. They're just too scary. If we could have horror films that weren't scary, I'm all on board for that.
Well, I think you may need to brace yourself, because I think this one might be of the scary variety.
Okay.
But we're just going to go ahead and check out the trailer, hang around until afterwards, and we will tell you what we think about it. But for now,
Let's go.
roll that spooky trailer.
I'm scared already.
Negan!
Listen, I have a story for you. Something the Examiner will love. A healing, possibly divine. A girl performing miracles after a visitation from the Virgin Mary. Chicago, New York, DC,
quite nice.
every demographic on this planet is eating this up. Give me the exclusive. All right, I think I got this all set up. What do you say we do a couple real easy questions?
How many are gonna watch? Mary wants to reach as many people as possible.
Maybe millions.
I don't think that's
There are
good.
people out there that don't believe in your miracles. How would you respond to those folks?
Seeing is believing.
And why do you think Mary chose you?
I opened myself up and welcomed her in.
Uh-oh.
Witnesses of the Virgin Mary draw millions of faithful each year. The Vatican's been tasked to investigate this visitation from the Blessed Virgin.
I have read several libraries worth on the supernatural. Investigated half a dozen miracles. Prove them all false.
She's here.
You think there could be other forces at play here?
When God builds a church, the devil builds a chapel next door.
Don't doubt her. Doubt weakens faith. Hail Mary, full of grace. Pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death.
This is not the work of the Virgin Mary. It's the work of the unholy. Faith in evil empowers evil.
Wow.
Believe in her. Offer your souls to Mary.
Whoa.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, the Lord is with you.
Wow. So, The Unholy coming on Good Friday of all times, when you need more spookiness in churches. Oh my goodness. So the story seems to be Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Negan himself, is a reporter who hears about a young girl who embodies the spirit of the Virgin Mary and is performing miracles. So what could go wrong? Apart from...
It's not
the spirit of the Virgin Mary. It is something else that has entered her body.
No, I don't like it. It's too scary.
Too scary?
Yeah.
No.
I'm not watching it.
But I tell you who will watch it and will probably love it.
Our children.
Our children, exactly. Our children love supernatural horror movies. I gotta say, actually, I wasn't expecting, too much from this. I didn't know a lot about it other than that premise, that Negan is investigating this miracle worker and then something goes awry. So I didn't know a lot about what to expect, but this actually felt to me like it could have the potential to be, a really, really good supernatural horror movie, a la The Omen. As much as I'm not a big fan of the genre, that's because there have been some really crappy supernatural horror movies over the years. I'm just not a big fan of the kind of ghosts and goblins side of it. But The Omen, I thought, was one of the scariest movies I ever saw as a kid. And even Omen 2 and Omen 3 with Sam Neill in, I thought was amazing. So if this is down that same road, it seems very serious. It seems kind of rooted in the whole kind of religious mythology. That spooks the hell out of me. I find churches such spooky places. Even if I go there for a wedding, I find them spooky. So the idea of a demon possessing some young girl who's able to perform miracles and not so good miracles, that I would genuinely find pretty scary and probably have a great time watching it.
It did have a lot more gravitas to it than some modern horror movies, and it did feel like it could be weighty like something like The Omen. I think what might undermine it a little is with horror movies, the kind of eeriness comes from what you imagine the monster is, whereas we see the monster here, and I feel like that's a bold choice for a horror movie to make, because it's well known, like with the Alien movies. Once you see the alien clearly, it takes a lot of its power away. So I feel like it's a bold choice for them to say, this is the monster. And we do see it fairly clearly, and I feel like that is something they're going to, I'm hoping, kind of take that and run with it and really kind of push back against that horror movie trope of don't show them the monster. So I feel like that is something I'd be interested to see how they handle that, except I'm not going to watch it because it's too scary. You can tell me how they handle it.
Okay, I will. Yeah, that's actually a really good point. That, The Omen, you don't see, it's the devil behind everything, right? And you don't see the devil. People just die in really horrible ways. I actually wonder if you've got a point that may mean this movie is not as good as I'm hoping it would be. It makes me wonder who that weird, nun-looking lady is with the pointy, gross fingers.
Well, they were implying that is Mary. Because, when the statue broke open, that thing was on the inside. And, the eyes kind of splintered, and then you saw the eyes of that monster thing inside it. Yeah, and I think you're right. Whenever you see the monster in a horror movie, typically it's not a good thing, and you see it too much. But I'm still actually intrigued enough. I kind of like, there was a quote, and I forget, it was something around, wherever the Lord sets up a church, the devil sets up shop next door or something. And I do wonder if it's the mother of the Antichrist or something instead of the Virgin Mary that's kind of manifesting there. And maybe there's kind of a good versus evil vibe between the two. But either way, I liked it that the trailer didn't contain many spoilers, apart from showing that evil lady monster thing, and didn't spoil too much of the story other than girl has powers, maybe evil. And Negan is investigating and seems not to be having a great time with it. I really like his acting, though. It really highlights how skilled he is at being physically present in the roles that he plays, because he barely said anything in that whole trailer, but you could tell so much about his character and about the story. I thought that was really powerful. Yeah,
I am such a big fan of Jeffrey Dean Morgan. The fact that he's gone in The Walking Dead from being this terrifying, imposing character who literally beats people to death in one of the most horrifying TV episodes I've seen in my life.
Pissing our pants yet? Boy, do I have a feeling we're getting close.
to now he's kind of almost like this cowering character who's like hiding in the background, knows that Maggie's back, and is kind of, worried about his place in the community. And his character is so nuanced. I love what he's done with that. So I'm a big fan, and I am definitely checking this out. But I guess, as you can see, the nerds are split down the middle on this one, because I think only one of us will be watching The Unholy. Let us know if you're excited about it, and if you want to come watch it with me in some weird socially distanced way sat in a garden. Well, either way, you only have to wait until April to check this out, and Good Friday of all times. That is a ballsy move, lining up a movie like this on a Christian holiday, but hey, no judgment from our side. Either way, though, you don't need to wait until Good Friday or any Friday to see us again, because we will be back tomorrow on the next dorky, trailery, ambushy.
Peace out, spooky nuns.
Bye!
Shut up and sit down.